Our next speaker will be Maria Batayola.
So let me talk about Beacon Hill. Beacon Hill is a very nice, diverse community that is towards the south of Seattle University. We're in this wonderful city of Seattle. As you can see, our population is quite diverse with lots of immigrants and refugees, and 1 out of 5 are poor. The way we're located is we are surrounded by air and noise pollution, the major highways around us, and also from airplanes in terms of air and noise emissions. So we ask ourselves, what do we do? We have been working with this issue, community has been working with this issue for many, many years, and I'm only going to speak for the organizing that we've been doing at Centro De La Raza the last 4 years. The first thing we do is we tell the truth. We tell our community members and share information with them about the respiratory, asthma impacts of air pollution and the cardio, heart, and learning impacts of noise pollution. We remind them that this is not normal when compared to other communities. To be able to do that, because of the diversity of our communities, we held 24 meetings in 6 languages to reach 467 people. We ask our community to guide our work. And from that engagement, we were able to develop a community action plan that includes anywhere from education to getting noise relief, to measuring air and noise pollution, to planting more trees, and so forth. And with that, we encourage community science. So for example, FAA has a measurement of 65 decibels as the breakpoint. And what they do is they model this over a year's time. And what our community scientists, 3 of the projects have figured out was that we were not getting airplanes over Beacon Hill every 3 to 5 minutes, but rather every 90 seconds at 70 to 90 decibels. These are the spikes. This is the human experience, not the average experience. And what we've learned to do is to work with allies, our academic friends at University of Washington, Seattle University, Antioch. We're working with the board in terms of attempting to do good neighbors. We had a steep learning curve in terms of understanding the interwoven complexities of 7 layers of government, and we know we need to change the rules together. For example, we're not eligible for mitigation because we're not next to the airport. So locally, we passed a law that would remove that barrier in terms of geographic area. But the true long shot is the Aviation Impact to Communities bill that's been introduced by Representative Adam Smith. These are for communities like us that are not next to the airport, but impacted by those air routes that produce emissions and noise. Another local issue that we, again, figured out is that there's no aviation planning under the Growth Management Act. By law, there's supposed to be multimodal planning. And we need to get Puget Sound Regional Council to add aviation planning to land transportation. Otherwise, we're missing a big part of the picture. What we need to do is to keep hope alive. We know that from the Duwamish Chia that the population on 98108 will live 7 to 8 years less than others in King County and Seattle. And we also know that more planes are coming. The CTAC is going to be putting out an environmental assessment that says, international flights will double, air cargo would triple, 47 to 66 million passengers. And then the coronavirus hit. And our community is chatting about it on Facebook, one-on-one saying, it's quiet. I can hear the birds. I can sleep. And what we also know is that our government has invested $25 billion for airline recovery. And the planes will be back unless we actually remember the lessons of the silence that actually says back. And so we thank you, and together, yes, we can. Thank you.